I'm Jeff Philbin, and this is Dinner DeeAs, delivering ideas for dinner right to your TV or your phone or wherever you're watching us. Maybe you're one of those gas pumps. Hi over there. Fill her up. Today, we revisit our favorite recipes from local legends. We start with seafood, make a detour for a one-pan wonder, and even find time for a chef's tips for steak tips. As we all know, recovery from Hurricanes Helene and Milton has been rough on restaurants throughout our area, with closings of some of the biggest names which will be missed. But all this week, we're celebrating friends of Dinner DeeAs who've made it on the other side and need you. First up, Chef John Walker from the Tides in Safety Harbor. He shares his seafood skills on Instagram and TikTok, where he's racked up over 1 million likes. They and their team members lost power and their entire walk-in, but they're restocked. They're back open, and they're serving dishes like this. And talking of perfect plating tricks, we're about to learn some more as we make a tuna tartare, which sounds really, really delicate, almost sometimes a little hard to do for the weeknight dinner, but yay, nay, what are we going with?
This is really approachable, and
Okay.
this is definitely something that you could do on a Tuesday night.
Right on.
When you'd have a little bit of time, maybe it's raining outside and you don't want to get the grill fired up.
Totally.
This is a great way to have a nice light meal. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this top off and we're gonna make a little sesame vinaigrette because that's what we want to toss this with.
Very good.
Our sesame vinaigrette starts with green onions. It's got green onions, it's got garlic, it has a little bit of, I love this spatula of yours.
Thank you. I love that one
that's
too.
my
It's one
favorite.
of my. Yep. All right.
Because it lets you scrape all these little bowls down.
To the last
So
bit right
that
there.
is sriracha.
A little sriracha sauce.
So
Okay.
we're gonna make it a little spicy. I'm gonna move that over here. We've got some honey.
Okay.
So we're putting the honey in to kind of offset some of the heat from the sriracha. And then we have a little bit of acid. Today, for this recipe, we are using rice wine vinegar.
Okay.
Don't fall there, spatula. So that's gonna go in. We're gonna put in some soy sauce. And then we're gonna put in a little touch of our house seasoning, which, as we call it in the kitchen, SPG, salt, pepper, and garlic.
All right.
That's all that needs. Now, if you will do the honors.
I'd love to help you.
So the first thing that we want to do is we just want to give this a quick little spin, just to get it kind of pureed down, and then we're going to slowly drizzle in the oil. Why do we slowly drizzle in the oil? We're making an emulsion.
Okay.
Right, we're bringing two things together that don't normally go together, so we need to be nice and slow with it.
And that is also because we don't want it to separate and split.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You ready?
Yeah, let's go for
Let's
it.
let it rip.
All right. Let's start it off on here. It smells fantastic too.
Perfect.
It smells absolutely
As
fantastic.
well. Let's take a quick little taste. Just make sure I love the consistency. You did good.
Oh yeah.
It's just that easy.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right, so I put the tuna into a bowl. I've got some of our house seasoning mixed into that.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a few sesame seeds. Actually, I'm gonna put a bunch of sesame seeds in there. And then what we need is probably, let's pour just a little bit in there.
Just a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because all we're really looking to do is coat this. We're not looking to make tuna soup by any stretch of the imagination. So we're just going to take a little bit. And this is fresh tuna, never frozen. We buy #1 grade tuna. I'm going to put just a little bit of avocado oil in. And again, avocado oil is a nice neutral oil. It just brings a little bit of fat to this. It just kind of rounds the dish out a little bit. I'm going to put a glove on.
Sure.
I may use a spoon, and I may use.
And all you did
hand.
when you brought any of those liquids again was just give it a nice coating, but not to soak it.
That's it. That's it. All because what we don't want to do is we're going to press on it a little bit, and we don't want dressing to go everywhere. So into the ring mold cookie cutter, biscuit cutter. You could even actually do this in a coffee mug. If you did it in a coffee mug, you'd have to start in reverse because you would end up turning it over.
You would just turn it over.
So
what keeps it then from being able to just kind of fold out or anything right now?
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, right? And so we're just going to push it down with our spoon. We're going to push it so that it fills that mold.
And how important is it to just really gently go into it versus like really like press?
You don't want to put a lot of muscle into it, because if you do, you'll get dressing that kind of comes around the side, and you're not going to make any friends that way.
No friends want that
friends,
one. You want the integrity of this tuna to shine.
Right. So then we're going to put a little. This is a half an avocado that we've just smashed, and put a little bit of our salt, pepper, and garlic mixture. Okay. So we're going to put a few cucumbers on top. And then I'm just going to push that down as well. And then pickled onions. All we did was we took a red onion and we julienned it. And you can see how much liquid is in here, right?
Yeah.
Some of that has come off of the onion itself. But what we do is we cover it in lime juice.
Okay.
And then season it with salt.
That's simple. So it's just those acids that are truly cooking it.
Put it in a non-reactive pan, either glass or plastic. Put it in the refrigerator overnight.
Okay.
It's a done deal. So now is the great unveiling. So we're just putting some nice even pressure.
Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful that looks.
You got that. And then I'm going to take this off.
Wow.
Put this right here. We're going to garnish this. This is some beautiful microgreens that we get from Brick Street Farms
Very
in
cool.
St. Pete.
Very cool.
So we'll put that on top.
Very cool people. We've had them on the show too before. They're great.
They're great.
Really great.
All of our greens, all of our microgreens, everything comes from them. And then we're just gonna garnish this with some potato chips that we fry.
And these are made fresh in the restaurant.
From potatoes.
From potatoes. From potatoes. Just using the mandolin and just going with some really thin slices?
Yep, some thin slices. And then, I don't think I put this in the recipe, but this is the X factor here. So this is pink peppercorn, black peppercorn, and salt.
Nice.
And we're just going to use this as a garnish around the outside, give it a little extra seasoning on the chips, and then this is dinner. This is dinner for two with a glass of wine. This is an appetizer. This is something you can start. You have a dinner party, just something you can put out. It's just that easy.
It's that
high quality tuna, ripe avocado, cucumbers, some pickled onions. The easy recipe, the easy dressing.
That's all you need. Grab Chef John's recipe to tackle tuna tartare for yourself at our website, dinnerdeas.com, where you can watch the whole episode, which includes the recipe for his twist on a New Orleans staple, seafood Monica. When we come back, we keep the cleanup quick with a one-pan wonder ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. All this week, we're revisiting visits from restaurants across the Tampa Bay area who are on the road to recovery after the impacts of the recent storms. Next up, our friend John Antonaccio, executive chef for Tampa's foodie paradise, the Epicurean Hotel. They reopened and together with other venues in the Main Sail Lodging Group, raised $13,500 for Hurricanes Helene and Milton relief. Chef John joined us earlier this year with a recipe he makes at home, humbly named the One Pot Wonder.
We're gonna cook this about 20 minutes, maybe half an hour.
Okay.
Pork sausage.
And this is going into the oven as well?
Correct.
Fantastic.
Same time. The reason why it's a one-pan wonder, I don't want to do dishes, so I don't like cooking at home.
Who doesn't?
Right?
I mean, like, really, is anyone just like running to it and be like, yes, let me make a mess in the kitchen because, yes, I can't wait to go clean it? No.
No.
They want good food first.
So you're gonna get a nice hot pan.
Okay.
Grab a touch of olive oil. Oh, that's nice and hot.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have here some broccolini. Broccoli is my daughter's favorite. I love broccoli raw. She won't eat it.
Okay.
It's bitter. Obviously.
It's better for her.
So nice smoking hot pan.
Oh, yeah.
You hear that? I'll add our garlic. Before I throw my beans in.
And then what type of bean do we have here?
So this is a white navy bean.
Okay.
Canned white navy beans.
How important is it to have a canned white navy bean for this dish?
Well, do you want to cook raw beans or do you want to just throw it in there?
No, it makes life easier.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Another pinch of salt because I'm the notorious over seasoner. That's a good stopping point. And here, I have some store-bought tortellini.
Okay.
Fresh, because fresh cooks faster.
Absolutely.
We're gonna throw it in boiling water.
Let's go for it.
Super simple. And they float, they're done.
So what do we need to do to finish this bad boy?
Okay, after your sausage is cooled, you kind of slice it up to your desired thickness. We're gonna add some raw spinach.
Okay.
And we're just gonna let this wilt down a little bit. Now we're just gonna add all the rest of the components.
Okay.
Now I like adding whole tomatoes. Some people like cutting them up.
Sure.
I like the whole tomatoes because when they start to get all shrivelly, and then when you're eating it, you get this burst of like super tomato. Oh God, so good.
Okay. Yeah, all those juices just are locked inside.
That's it.
Okay.
And they'll start to soften up a little bit. And then let's add our tortellini here.
Okay.
And you see how this is like super hearty. There's a lot going on, but it's super easy.
Oh,
This is actually store-bought sun-dried tomato pesto. I like stumbled upon it one day. That's kind of a secret ingredient I use for things at home.
Okay.
And usually when I strain the beans, I save the liquid just in case. If I think it's a little dry or I want to kind of add some texture to it. So I always add the bean liquid back to it.
I can see why this is your wife's favorite dish that you guys are doing in the house. Because it's quick, it's easy, all the ingredients are accessible. So for any family that's on the go, that has a busy life, but still wants to just celebrate the time that you get together, this is a dish that can do this.
It's pretty fun.
I mean, the beans right there are just kind of just bursting. It's out of this world, man. And the tomatoes, because you kept them whole, you get all the juices behind it.
So
it gives
good.
that extra layer of just sweetness and just moisture behind it. Dude, this is an absolute winner. Chef John's one-pan wonder recipe is at our website, dinnerdeas.com, along with a delicious dessert idea, a strawberry rhubarb cobbler. When we come back, more restaurants who survived the storm, including a famous family recipe from the menu at Esposito's Italian restaurant in Tampa. Ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. We're doing dinner ideas a little differently this week as we showcase a selection of area restaurants who scrambled to reopen better than ever in the wake of Hurricanes Helene and Milton. Next up, Old World Italian with a New World swagger. It can only mean one thing, Paul Barcelona from Esposito's in Tampa. They opened back up after Milton with staff who could safely travel to offer free dinners to active duty linemen and first responders. Dinners like this one, Paul's childhood favorite, Rigatoni Alla Vodka.
That would be the dish when I came home from college. We'd go straight to my father's restaurant, Frankie's. Hey, I want to go get Rigatoni vodka. And when I started traveling, and then I would come back from a trip in Europe, even from Italy, after all that pasta, I didn't get Rigatoni vodka because that's a New York Italian-American dish.
Yep.
Hey, let's go. I want to get my Rigatoni alla vodka.
Well, then let's go, because I want to get in on this whole journey too with you. So how do we get this started?
Sure. All right, we start the pan. Pan's got to be hot. Little olive oil. So about 3/4.
Okay.
Garlic. Fresh.
It's got to be fresh.
Wet in the food processor. Yes, none of that minced stuff.
I'll throw your pasta in here.
I do need to hit this with vodka. Is that okay, Jeff?
Oh, I think that's fine. And then,
All right, off the flame.
So they always say you drink, with what you cook with what you drink with. So, I mean, this is the good stuff here.
In my restaurant, that'll make a huge flame. Electric stove, not quite. With wine, yes. I mean, not with vodka.
I thought we were going to be talking about the Bloody Marys next after we get this part done. So, I mean.
But yeah, that doesn't quite. With vodka, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
With wine, typically.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What are we looking for? How do we know that it's starting to really kind of cook some of that alcohol?
Once the flame reduced, but with an electric stove, this is ready. It's about 20 seconds.
Okay.
So after that, we're gonna put. You can use either tomato paste or tomato puree.
Okay. Which one are you using then?
I'm using a heavy puree.
A heavy puree. Okay.
Yeah. This is a Stanislaus tomato. It is actually from California. Been using them in all my restaurants. I get Christmas Christmas cards from them every year.
Nice.
This is a San Marzano tomato.
Okay. Now this is got to be the tomato,
Now,
right?
the
Like
San
the San
Marzano
Marzano
is the Italian, gets the stamp from the Campania region in Italy.
and that's the gold standard. Like that's like the best of the best.
It is. We use both. I mean, the Stanislaus is excellent.
Okay.
I don't mean to sound like a Stanislaus spokesperson, but their tomatoes are excellent also.
And just a little touch of oregano.
Can I add the cream now?
Sure.
Okay. I got 12 ounces in here, so I'm going to go till there's about 4 ounces. And the sauce should be pink.
Okay.
All right. The vodka sauce, pink. Not red, not orange.
It's got to be pink. That's the only way to do it.
That'll be
Gotta
proud when he
pink.
watches this. Your rigatoni goes in.
Okay.
All right. I can tell again, it's a little thick. So we're just gonna add a little bit of pasta water.
Okay.
All right.
And you could be able to tell that because of just the movement of your spoon against
yeah,
that sauce.
it's not gonna be able to flip. All right, now I can see it's,
Now it's coming all together.
yeah, it's coming together. Let's turn that flame up. Gonna let the rigatoni cook briefly. And now this is a dish, again, guys in New York, I mean, some people might put prosciutto, you know, I love it with sausage.
Okay.
It tastes really good with scallops.
Okay.
The sweetness of scallops tastes excellent. But if I'm eating it, I just want it pretty much like this.
You just want the big bowl.
This is what I'm, you know, last night I had it with shrimp parmesan.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, so right now I'm gonna add the cheese, Jeff.
Okay.
And then I'm pulling that off the flame. I'm adding an egg yolk.
Now, what's the egg yolk for?
Oh man,
What does that do?
It tightens everything. It makes it
Okay.
nice and silky. Almost any cream sauce, better with an egg yolk.
Okay.
Carbonara definitely gets an egg yolk. You do not want to leave this on the flame because then you'll get like a scrambled egg.
Yeah. Okay.
And you want to get it out of the pan as quickly as possible.
All right. You want to dig in with me?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm digging
This
right
is
in.
my comfort food.
This is the comfort food.
I was gonna say recently had a little bit of a heartbreak, and the first thing that I did right afterward was go to my restaurant
No.
and order a rigatoni alla vodka.
And that
Literally 30 minutes after, yeah. So yeah, you can say that this is my heart.
This
right
is
here.
your heart. Watch the full episode and grab the recipe for the rigatoni alla vodka from Esposito's at dinnerdias.com, where you can also watch us pounding out Saltimbocca alla Romana. After the break, we head over to Clearwater to see how to sear steak tips like a pro. Ahead on Dinner Dias. Welcome back to Dinner Dias. Today and all this week, we're revisiting restaurants who visited us, all to help get the word out that businesses across the area are reopening after the recent storms. Last but not least today is Chef Ali Ndeka from Blinker's Beachside in Clearwater. His cooking impressed one of our viewers so much, they asked us to have him as a guest. Sadly, though, his restaurant was subjected to a storm surge which destroyed all their kitchen equipment and furniture, closing them down for weeks. The good news, though, once the complete remodel is done, they're reopening under a new name, Mandalay Prime, but with the same owners, same staff, and the same menu, including this tip-top appetizer.
Some salt and pepper to the steak tips.
Okay. Unseasoned flour because you already have the salt and
Yes,
pepper.
absolutely.
Okay. Lovely.
Shake it a little bit.
Okay.
You don't want the extra flour there.
Here we go.
You guys just gotta be careful.
And this is one
Sometimes-
you got to monitor. This is not one that you want to be able to have all that hot oil, hot butter going. You want to make sure that you are playing safely. Okay. What are we looking for? What are we looking to do here?
What we want right now with the flour, what is happening right now, the clarified butter and the oil is sealing the pieces of meat. And after that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn them, flip them, so to make sure we got the nice, a little bit more longer. So you want the nice seal, the nice crunchiness.
It's that beautiful crust that we're looking for.
We're gonna hit it with some garlic.
Okay.
There we go. That's it.
Oh,
Smell that.
oh, it's absolutely beautiful.
Mamma mia. Go. Hit it with some white wine right now.
Okay. And it's just simple ingredients that we have here.
That. So what's happening right now, the flour from the steak is gonna pick up.
Yep. And it thickens very quickly too. Absolutely beautiful.
Maybe a little bit of parsley, and you're good to go. And after that, what you do, you put it on. I mean, you can use any kind of bread. I prefer a big long one. So you put it across the plate. You take some arugula, salt and pepper arugula, a little bit of lemon juice, extra virgin olive oil. You put it right on top, and after that, some shea parm. That's it.
Simple, clean, and so done very, very well. Absolutely beautiful. Grab Chef Alian's recipe for his steak tips at dinnerdeas.com, along with one of the most popular dishes on the menu, his Parmesan Grouper Piccata. Blinkers Beachsides hopes to reopen as Mandalay Prime in the next few weeks, so pay them a visit when they do, or any of your favorite local restaurants. These small businesses really do need your support more than ever right now. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time for more Dinner Dias.